So to conclude tonight's Howler for an hour, we have Little Brother Jim. This is a little bit of a walking simulator slash driving game, I believe. Let's go ahead and hit new game and start it up. New level unlocked. Good work, me. I got the bear. Anyways, let's go for a little drive, shall we? All right. Can I play a controller? Because I'd love to. Sweet. I don't know. I love trigger for car. Just always feels good. Oh, I am literally a bear. That explains a lot. You know, bears care about their parking positions. They really are concerned. They do not want to double park. They are very careful drivers. What is this? This is like detective noir music. I love it. Gotta growl when you get out of your car. Assertion of dominance to your new environment. Well, are there multiple parking spaces, or I don't know? It's just that end over there. So good night, Ert. Man, it's like we've been driving all day. Getting rather late. We find the oddest parking spots. Remember handbrake. You think I'm going fast enough to need it. That's cute. You do not know how cautious of a gamer I am, game. So I wonder, my little brother Jim, is it the little brother of the bear? You think? Or... bear sounds like your dog growl. You think? Curses, it's a maze. Oh god, you can go really fast if you try. I understand now why the handbrake was mentioned. Sound like me? Does that sound like me? I don't know. Oh, I see. You want me to get the coins? That's fine. Now remember, sometimes when you park, you have to pay a toll. Make sure to grab all the floating coins along the way to your destination so you have enough for the parking space. Well, actually, I've been practicing lower growls because I'm voicing the changed manga video I'm putting together. I have to voice a shark. So I've been practicing more deeper growls. Timer with rank space how fast you go. Yeah, that would make this more... that would encourage the use of speed, which the game seems to want. You know, I could turn around, or you know what? I think I'll just... I think I'll just reverse this entire way because I don't really care. There we go. Sharks don't growl. Latex sharks growl. As I said so. Also, it is a tiger shark. And that could be quite literal. I'm a pretty good driver. Anyways, that by the way, that's almost done. I stayed up way too late last night working on that particular comic that involved the tiger shark. I am done aside from needing to do one last growl, but I kind of don't want to like annoy anybody next door, so I have to do it at a decent hour. I have to do a roar. Oh, sorry. Oh, I see. Got it. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I gotta try something. Wow, you go really fast. I want to see if I can leave the boundaries. It might be possible, who knows? By the way, this isn't just a driving simulator, I swear. I know it isn't. There's more to it than this. We will... I just don't know when I get to it. That's the question. That's the question. Where's the other part of the game? I guess I gotta find it. Yeah, there's more of this. There's a reason why it's called My Brother Jim. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. As long as the van is still not necessarily broken, it's fine. Have I seen more gameplay? Yeah, it was in the trailer. Actually, another thing I know is because I read a developer comment, there's actually possible to skip these driving levels with a little cheat. But I don't want to because I'm kind of amused by them in a way. It's fine. I don't care. Also kind of curious how many there are. I'm assuming 10. I mean, it's nice and chill. I don't mind. Just casual little precision driving thing. I don't know. Doesn't bother me none. Feels enjoyable enough in my opinion. Oh, I sure hope there's only 2 coins for this level. No, there's 4. Just realized. Okay, well, time to go explore it again. The car looks like a butter. A butter. A single butter? Or a multiple butter? These are important questions. Those are definitely getting longer and more complex, too. I kind of wish I had a mini-map sometimes. Oh, shit. Water actually messes with my driving, by the way. Alright, level 10. I don't know, there's something relaxing about this. I don't mind this. Controls well. That's part of the reason. Uh-oh. Alright, you know what? Let's play it safe and drive backwards. Because that's safe, right? I mean, look at how look I have the most tiny window in this thing. Oh. Perhaps this is a bad decision. Well, kind of committed now, though. The only problem with driving backwards is that your controls are inverted. Naturally. Aw. Oh well. It's getting fairly difficult. Alright. No more driving backwards. That was a bad decision on my part. That was also a bad decision on my part. I should have sped up there, but whatever. Ain't over till it's over. It's very easy to get multiple hits, though, at the same time. Yeah. Really skirted that barrel, but it worked. Alright, level 10 though. Let's see what happens after this level. Very tempted to go fast when you're going down a straightaway, but I know better. I know better. Let me guess, this is a dead end, isn't it? Nope. Yep, it is. I had a feeling. Well, at least I got myself turned around. Butter is passing between candy corn. I kind of see it, yeah. You have to pull forward a little more than you think to actually activate it. Alright, 10 levels. Huh. Well, it does seem to be loading something different now. That was quite a few levels of driving. I wasn't expecting it to be that many, but I was kind of curious how far I would go. Alright, well, while it loads, I will take a nice bite of hamburger. Wow. That's pretty. Not running the best, but that's alright. Let me just turn it down a bit. Okay, that's quite a shift of detail, isn't it? That'll do. Yeah, when you look at the driving game, I bet you didn't expect that it would have this inside of it. They have an art shift. This is pretty. I know I had to turn the graphics down, but it's still pretty. I appreciate there's an auto run button. An auto walk as well. Yeah, we're playing the same game. Oh, the frame rate's fine now. I'm getting about 40. This is acceptable. Yes, well, this art shift was not something that was a surprise necessarily to me. I knew about it in advance, but it was part of the reason I was so interested in this game. Oop. Don't go swimming, apparently. Because I was thinking to myself, you know, one of these games looks simple, like maybe it was tossed together with, you know, just a minor amount of work, but the other part... Well, you know. I think I can go over here if I want. No, I can't. It's underwater. Actually, no, I can cross these stones. This is my brother Jim. I'm intriguing you, aren't I, with this game? This is a very intriguing game. I wasn't sure what to make of it, so I wanted to take a look at it myself. I really like this guitar. This is some nice guitar. Dear Paul, I have to tell you something funny about that game I've been playing for the last few days here. You have to park these Jeeps in their correct spots, but apparently it's not the player parking the Jeep, it's this funny bear. Isn't that unique? This big brown bear stuffs itself inside the Jeep. I can't stop laughing. He closes the door and he starts driving. The bear drives around and then finds a parking spot. I feel a little sad about getting stuck at the final level though. Can I get over there? I want to check that building out. I couldn't quite figure it out though. I'm not sure if I can access it or not. I'm going to try again. It looked like there was this. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get myself up here. I want to check that. I think it's just set checker. Can't actually check it out. That's all right. I'm a sucker for some nice piano like this, or guitar like this. I am also a sucker for nice piano, though. To be fair. I really appreciate the auto walk button. You can just kind of relax. Enjoy the guitar. Auto run is definitely nice for a walking simulator. It's a nice function. We can't touch water, so, you know. Oh, as demonstrated. Slightly more difficult to walk on the steam, I think. I should have to mind my step. Okay. Remember the fireworks night? Surrounding us was a vast blackness. I felt the hard, damp ground beneath my legs. In the sky were a million bright, blinking stars. This was our last night together. After I jokingly asked you a million times when the fireworks would start, they finally did. Then you jokingly tossed the blanket over my head, not realizing that soon you wouldn't be able to see me at all. What? Oh, I get it. I think I understand. Last time you saw me. I think I understand what that means. But I'm not going to make any assumptions just yet. I don't think he died. I think it's actually more literal than that. Fireworks, after all. I think I know what this means. This is a copy-paste of the last building, that's right. Or do we loop? Dear, our mom and dad told me about the first day they brought me home from the hospital. You grimaced and said I was a stinky bundle. But when you thought they weren't looking, you came over to me and smiled. You tickled my toes, then you stomped away in mock anger. Apparently it took you 1 week to warm up to me, then you even started changing my diapers. So I guess we're just gonna walk around this pretty island? Are we on an island? It kind of feels like we're on an island. Check all the mailboxes. Remember that family next door? Oh, shit. Remember that family? Oh, next door. We used to go and play with the kids. One time I was invited for lunch, but didn't know our phone number. I had to run back to our house to ask Mom. She said yes. Then I ran back to the neighbors and stood outside the door. I didn't know what to do. They eventually saw me waiting and let me in, then showed me how to knock and use the doorbell. I'd just begun learning the life. There was a giant door in the sky. That was odd. This is clearly a dream of some sort. That is an exceptionally shiny rock. Alright, I'm very impressed. Do you remember our first vacation where we stayed at a fancy hotel? Our parents told us to keep it down and not to run around. They told us to go on ahead. They meet us at the restaurant, so we walked to the elevator by ourselves. Then we pressed every single button. The elevator stopped at all the floors, and everyone was mad at us. We were such a pair of menaces. Can't go to the lighthouse? Oh, that's like the most cool thing, though. I don't really have a lot to add to this game. I'm just going to kind of let it be its experience. What is next? Life retrospective. Kind of a nice way to end the night, honestly. For the last Howler for an hour for the evening. It is late. It's after 10 at this point, isn't it? We used to live in a big city, but sometimes we were allowed to visit the local park. When we were really lucky, we'd all get in the car, then drive out to the country. We'd be told to be careful with the barbed wire fence, that it was private property. We'd often head to the national parks, then we could run around all we wanted. One time I hid behind a tree for an hour and gave everyone a heart attack. Let's just sit back. Yeah. This actually has been a mix of bad games tonight and then just games that are like just reading games. I don't mind. I'm enjoying narrating today, so it's good. It's nice. Oh. Oh. Hello. Oh, they put a fence in my way so I can get back. It's a stone fence, rock fence. Hi. You're the king of the hill. How's it going? Oh. We went inland now. Hey, it's the Jeep for the game. Where's the bear? Guess this is where he finally parked. The blink effect is a little... there's something uncanny about it, though. It might be intentional. Alright, well hold on. I saw a mailbox over here. Start with that, then go that way. Actually, what's the structure over here anyways? I'm sure you don't want to read all about kid memories, brother. I just want to jog your brain so you remember, and even tell you about things you didn't know. I'm sure you know that I love you, and always will. I know you loved me. You loved me? We can't take it for granted. Look at all these other families who don't even speak to each other. When you have your own family, always remember to listen and love. Maybe you're right about the death thing. It's a ruined building. The mailbox inside. You know how I loved computer programming, and that I was studying to do. What you don't know is that I wanted to be a rock musician. Yes, I confess. All these times you yelled at me to turn the music down because it was loud and blaring. I took guitar lessons, but I sucked at it. I tried singing in the shower, but it was bad. Well, a guy could dream, right? Hello, window. You're having a bit of an issue, aren't you? Can I go right or left? Oh. Do you remember Samantha? Probably not. She was in my grade, not yours. I had such a crush on her, but she didn't know I existed. One day at recess, I ran up to her and gave her a kiss. What a look on her face. I realized I shouldn't have done it. I could have been injured. But later, we started hanging out. But the rule was, never ever mention the kiss. Where did you find this game? Well, for quite a few of the games on Howler for an Hour, there's a good number of them that developers come to me with keys. Well. Got it. I let her right to a tree in the middle of my expectation. And then a lot of games, I just I find them as I'm playing them. I just find them on. I wasn't even near a wall or anything. What happened? I am absolutely stuck, by the way. There's no getting out of this. So let's just go back to the menu. It does say progress. I assume we're going to be fine. Let's go ahead and continue. But yeah, a lot of games I just simply go to the key distribution sites I'm part of. IndieBoost, Keymailer, Distribute, Terminals at times. And there was one other site that they didn't want me. Oh wow, they put me all the way back here. Let's see. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We can speedrun. We don't have to sit around and read the mailbox. I do think I need to touch the mailboxes though, because they shine until you touch them, so I think I need to hit the ball. So let me go ahead and just... Yeah, we know where the mailboxes are at this point so far, so... It's weird. It said unsafe progress will be lost. I thought it would save at the... At very least, I thought it would save at the, See what I mean? The sheen goes away. I thought it would... At the very least, I thought it would save once, you know, during the area transition. That would have been a perfect time for the game to save, so... Damn, game, come on. I mean, I don't mind the getting stuck thing, because it's whatever, that happens sometimes, you know. Can't check every bug, especially with a game with a terrain like this. It's very complex terrain, so I can understand that happening. But man, save a little bit more often, game. Save at each mailbox, I would suggest. I also thought I would reload at the loading zone at worst. Didn't think it'd reload at the beginning of this section, this whole first-person section, but I guess such is life. Well, I'll attempt to hit every mailbox again. I don't have to read them, just have to touch them. That's a bit of a shame. Some people hate walking simulators because they're slow paced and nothing's really happening. I don't mind that, but having to retread ground I just did because of something like that makes the walking simulator aspect of, you know, take your time and such. That makes it a little rougher, I would say. That being said, at least there is a run button. You know, I never checked this grassy patch. Is there anything over here? Nope. Okay. Boy, Zaz, you're hungry. You've gotten 2 meals today. Or maybe just snacks. I don't know. It's not like the mailboxes are hidden or anything. Well, aside for the one in the ruined building. That was kind of hidden, but... Yeah, this game isn't obviously a game that has enemies or something, so I can understand not really thinking too hard about save points, but, yeah, well, Dev, you might want to be... That tree is right in the middle of the path, pretty much. Or just off center of the middle of the path. So I feel like I don't feel like I'm even to blame for, like, going off the path or anything. I think it just kind of... It's an unlucky fluke. It may not happen ever again. That may have just been a really unlucky fluke, but I don't know. I'm not exactly going to replicate it. I'm going to give that tree a wide berth when I get back to it. Bit of a shame that happened, though. Really kind of broke the flow a little bit, but we'll get back to it. We'll get back to the flow. Yeah, the room building's out of place, so it was eye-catching. I wish I could move a little faster now, but oh well. At least there is a run button. Keep in mind, I could be going this speed. So... Even though you didn't have to stop to continue later, it didn't save till then, it's far too long. It should save, in case... Like, you know, even if a walking simulator doesn't have, you know, enemies and stuff that could kill you and obviously, like, have to restart save or whatever. Even so, if you have any game at all that, you know, can go on for a little while, dropping little autosaves here and there for the player is a good gesture. What if they have to stop? What if they have to stop playing? What if I had to stop playing at the loading zone? Like, go get, you know, go out and do an errand, and I'll play it another day, or the next day, or later the night, or whatever. And then I'd find out I didn't have my progress saved. That'd be kind of lame. So outside of the whole glitch, this is just good to have more saves. I always turn around to make sure the sheen went off the mailbox. Just gotta get close enough, basically. I mean, aside, the save issue is really the only deliberate problem. I'm not going to blame the developer on the tree, though. Because I feel like that, obviously, was just overlooked. Not really something I'm going to be upset about, you know? If the save system was improved, it wouldn't have even been an issue, so... Alright, well, we made it back to the position, so, you know, we're already pretty caught up at this point. Not too hard when you don't read the text. I'm gonna catch him this time. Just you watch. What if I don't look at him? What if I just, like, sidestep? Maybe he's like... Nope. I'm just gonna sneak up to him. Beware the trees. Actually, yeah, I should just be careful of trees in general, huh? Fair point. Alright. This little area doesn't have a mailbox. It's just an Easter egg because of the truck over there. Beware of branches, because normally, I really didn't expect that, because normally when you have a tree with like branches and stuff in a video game, the branches tend to be like passable, pass-throughable. Most branches, unless they're really, really thick branches. Usually you can pass through them in games. Most games. So it's kind of an odd exception here. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, I'll be mindful of the branches now. Is there a mailbox over here? No. Okay. Yeah, when Shift is put together, you can trust that I will never waste your time. If you game over, have to reset or something, you will not lose that much progress because there's going to be plenty of save points, with the options to make even more save points if you buy them and place them down, basically. That's how it's going to work. Alright, so are we caught up at this point? I think this is where I messed up, so... Well, I messed up. I don't really feel like it's my fault, but... Yeah, so which tree was it that did it? Was it, That's the one. This is the one. This tree right... I'm just going to hug real close to it this time, because I think... That's better. Okay. It's specifically... That's a different model, if you notice. That's like a dead tree. So I think it's that particular type of model that I have to worry about. The dead tree model. So, okay. And what's up here? I still miss Fluffy. I know you and Mom and Dad said Fluffy ran away, but I knew you were lying. I know he was hit by a car. You're trying to spare my feelings. It's okay. He was 19 years old and lived a good life. If you go into my room, I still have all his photos and videos on my computer. It's great that I get to see him again. It's great that I get to see him again. Alright, our little brother died. Hi, birds. Oh god, it's a cat. Oh, I thought it was a... Oh, Fluffy. For some reason, I immediately thought dog. Cat. Okay. There was that one nice winter day when Mom and Dad drove us into the cold country. We bundled up with coats and mitts, and then built a snowman. I was all warmed up, so I donated my scarf to him. We gave him pebble eyes and twig nose, and we had a snowball fight. That was the best winter ever. But those snowballs hurt more than you would think when they hit your face. Even the snowman was sorry for me. Poor giant kitty. I'm surprised that he got hit by a car, and he was the one that died and not the car at that size. Remember my obsession with mailboxes? I wonder why we didn't have one at the house. We had a slot on the door where the mailman dumped our mail. Or she left parcels on the doorstep. So Dad made me my own small mailbox. Wasn't that cool? I expect it's long gone now, but we used to have fun putting letters in there to each other. Do you remember? This is why I've sent mailboxes on your path now. Oh, this is deliberate. These mailboxes are deliberate. Thank you, otherworldly dead brother, for setting up a mailbox path for us. Where are we at though? What is this? 3234. 3234. Would somebody mind remembering that number? Whenever a video game gives me a number, I just want to remember it, just in case. Do you ever wonder why your Lego pieces went missing? That's because I would steal them to complete my own projects. You complained, but I just blamed the vacuum cleaner or the cat for stealing them. Mom would tell us that she'd take it all away if we didn't behave. You never said a word of it to me, even though you'd see my Lego structure set up on my desk. It was rather obvious, wasn't it? The game's not even calling attention to it, it's just up there. What? It's very curious. Also, wow, this is really pretty looking, though. Very nice. It's like a desktop background right here. Shame I don't have a really powerful computer we could see what it looks like in full graphics. I have to make a confession. When you weren't home, I'd go into your room and snoop around. I knew you were out on call for your job, or you'd be out gaming with your friends late on Sunday night. So I'd sneak out of bed so I didn't disturb our parents. I'd use a flashlight and go into your room. I especially liked looking through your books and going through your desk. Well, that's very rude, but okay. Is there, This seems to be the end of the line. Okay. Alright. We have reached the end of this path. And all there remains is a shack and a lot. Okay, well, this is obvious then. Oh, I can't. The resolution's a little low, but I can just barely make out what I'm looking at. Every time you click through tree limbs, I get a bit nervous. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Is that blood? There's somebody spilled ketchup. Do you wish that Jim would have been the type of brother that you have wanted to hang out with? Yes, he's cool. No, he's not of the same interest as me. I'd like to get to know Jim better before deciding. Well, this is not a question I expected the game to throw at me. What do you guys feel? I'm kind of curious. I'm the cautious sort, so I'd probably pick number 3. We certainly don't know a ton about him at this point. Alright, we're going to choose the bottom one then. Okay. Back to driving. Let's get to know the bear. That's the option I picked. Well, I messed that one up. Let's see. What was the shortcut to... We could actually skip the driving levels if you're not interested in them. To be fair, there's not a whole lot to them. But I'm kind of curious if there might be something interesting in the driving levels. It's part of the reason I was playing them. Like that. Hey, that's rude. The deers are trying to get their revenge on the bear. I noticed that I wasn't blocked in behind me, so I'm kind of curious. The game was probably trying to trick me there, but I immediately noticed that there was a way to go back, so I wanted to check it. My brother Jim, or my little brother Jim. Look it up on Steam. You can tell me which is correct. I kind of forgot a little bit. Aw. My brother Jim. That's what I thought. I've been asked this question 3 times tonight, so I keep forgetting. Look, here, hold on. It's called Little Brother Jim. It is called Little Brother Jim. That is the name of the game. Actually, this is kind of easier to play on keyboard for me, oddly enough. Don't ask me why. I was using a game controller before, but now I'm just using WASD, and it actually works pretty well. Okay, well, except for that. I'm getting gutsy. My own fault. Got German subtitles. Oh, it does? Nice. Extra hit. Well, the driving game does seem to be expanding its mechanics, which is good. Oh my god, where is the end of this level, though? There. I think if you skip the driving levels, you don't unlock them properly, though. That was good. That was a really good beginning. Good work, me. So easy to like stack up multi. I wish there was like invulnerability frames after you take a hit, so you don't just multi-hit. It seems the difficulty is increasing by simply making the levels longer, which I guess works, but it kind of makes them now they're becoming a little on the tedious side, though. Alright. Ooh, I got that one a little close. Oh, come on. I barely... I got it. It was my own fault. I got it close. I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, failing on a long level is a real oof. Now, I do have to say, it is possible to skip these levels. I do remember the developer mentioning a shortcut for that. But the fact that it's... I mean, if you want to play a walking simulator and skip this, that's good. But I feel like the game should tell you in-game that you can skip these levels if you want. Because while it's nice that you can, without that information being in-game, it's a little... I don't know. A little silly. It's more of a cheat code than a function. Honestly, this feels less like a road and more like a... I think the bear is just getting a driving test. I think that's what's going on here. Because it feels like more like a driving test than a, like, drive. Wait, normal people use the oof meme? I mean, I was kind of go oof. Oof is just my general, like, kind of, it's like a darn and a sigh mixed together. Oof. That's my oof. I wonder how long this game is. Like, obviously, the flow of the game is 10 or so driving levels, then walking sim area, and then 10 or so more driving levels, I assume, again, then probably back to walking simulator area. Wonder how long this goes. I gotta at least see the next walking simulator area, because I'm curious. By the way, this stuff is hard for some people, but the trick is to always make sure you go wide before doing a turn. If you go wide before doing a turn, they'll always be fine. If you're going slow, you basically can't mess up at that point. This feels like the level I just did, except for... Okay, it is a little different. So I need to find a coin, right? I think this might be similar or the same levels I just did, except for this one has a coin I need. So I guess I gotta go even further to get a coin. Alright. Yeah, looking at the achievements, I'll do that in a minute. I'll do that once I'm out of the driving section. But I don't even know if I've been gained. I like how all these extra hits are being provided. I don't really need. So I'm just too good. Oh, Max, thank you. Oh no, Flippy, time to charge it. I'm surprised it's on. My phone likes to turn off at 5%. So I believe if you do skip these levels, you do lose out on something. It does say new level unlocked them after all. I think if you don't want, you won't unlock the levels as well. I do not believe. I believe there's something else that you don't get, but I'm not sure. Thank you, Max, though. I really appreciate that. Subs are how I'm making my money right now, so every sub is... that's the backbone of my income, so thank you. Those are extra tries. Yeah, are there extra kinescopes? Yeah, I was running over them, but I was already at max, hits. So I couldn't get that. I couldn't pick it up. I like how there's always a cutscene of him getting out and roaring. Alright, 4 coins, 4 directions, I get it. Ha! Too smart for you, dear. He just goes back to eating grass. Good idea. Except behind me, 5 coins. Got it. Oh well. Oh, you're gonna make me... Gonna go the tedious direction on me, are you? Alrighty. Hopefully it doesn't go left, because if it does, I'm gonna be upset. It's going left, of course it is. The more left it goes, the longer the course gets. Now forwards, technically. So, how's everybody's night been going anyways? Same. Tomorrow is going to be a interesting day. I'm going to be unavailable. It's my weekend after. It's a weekend. Well, it's not my weekend, but it's an off day all the same. But going to be hanging out with Cheryl, interacting some. Personality interacting with Talpa. It's going to be a bit interesting. Yes. Yeah, we're going to hang out. Well, more than hang out, but that's getting into personal details. See, since I'm, you know, a mental creature, one of many personalities of this body, I am a personality. Cheryl is not a personality, but she does exist within Essler if she wants to. Talpas are different. Talpas are more free. They don't exist in a head space, but in that they are also... They also have more trouble physically expressing anything, since, you know, invisibility area. Okay. Alright. Oh, no. Smash. Okay. I don't know if I like the invisibility idea. That worries me. Reminder that she owes me bacon for eating them off. Well, I'll have her cook you some bacon. I'll have her cook you some bacon sometime. Achievement unlocked, level 22. Ah, yes. Let's look at our achievement list now. Alright, we're back here. Well, a different version here. From the looks of it, I've earned 2 out of 5 achievements. Looking at it further, I only seem to get achievements when I beat the track levels. Reach a level 11, 22, 33, 44, and then there's a final level. So, I would guess that this is broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 walking segments. Cheryl is a nice person. There was that one day our parents took us to the lake. We'd no sooner set up the canoe and were out paddling when it started raining. I'd have thought our parents would call us back to the shore, but they didn't. It was fine. We had a great time getting wet. Before the canoe overflowed with water, we paddled back to shore, where our mom was waiting with dry towels. Being reckless was fun to us back then. By the way, I realize the timer is about to end, isn't it? But don't worry. I'm going to finish this section, assuming I don't get stuck on another tree or anything. What are you doing? He sure is doing something. Many of these letters are about us when we were young, but I knew back then that we wouldn't be young forever. It was like I had a premonition or something. If you ever wondered why I joked around so much, while you remained the serious one, that's why. Life is short, might as well enjoy yourself, right? Do you remember how we sent that bully packet in grade 10? He said I was fat. I said I know that. He said I was pale. I said it was because I drank L. Everything he said to me, I made a rhyme right back at him and laughed. You were so clever and right. Make a joke of it, like their comments don't hurt. They soon stop. What? Oh. Didn't expect that to be a transition point. A lot of med boxes over there. What's over here? Dead end, but if so, why was I allowed to walk all the way there? Okay. There's a lot of trees here. My computer is running hard with this many trees around. That's alright. I see it loading in things. That's fine, though. When you were hanging out with your big university friends, you didn't want them to know that you had a younger brother. So I showed up, and you told them I was your Uber driver. At first I was confused, then you winked at me, but I was mad. So after your friends packed up their books and headed for the door, I said to you, Mom wants you to vacuum the house before dinner. The look on your face. You taught me how to ride a bike. We'd often go out bike riding after school, but before we had to help our parents make dinner. One day, my bike went missing, probably stolen by that gray tin bully. But you scoured the neighborhood and brought it back to me. And we never told our parents. I mean, you can now if you want. Oh. And then a giant bike fell on my head. Game over. These dead ends are kind of curious. Why are there just dead ends? They don't really go anywhere, but they're a long enough path that they don't seem... They seem intentional. Because they're a long enough path, they definitely seem intentional, but... It's odd. It's not even a mailbox at the end, which I would expect. Remember when I fell out of the tree, trying to build a tree fort? And you practiced first aid on me? Mom had to take me to the hospital. But the doctor was impressed at how well you wrapped up my arm. Only bruises, fortunately. I expect that's where you got your career idea from. And you called me the smart one. Alright, let's take another dead end, I suppose. Perhaps this is supposed to be a bunch of dead end paths and the mailboxes are like leading me the right direction. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be getting out of this. I admit it now. There was this girl, Charlene. She called multiple times, but I told her that you were talking to Maria. Boy, was she mad. I tell you, something wasn't right with her. Trust me. I saved you a lifetime of grief for that one. Since I'm not here anymore, stay focused and finish your university. Trust me. You're the one with all the time left in the world. So I wonder how... I'm really curious how he passed away, though. Saturday morning was the best. We get up at like 6 a.m. and go and watch the cartoons. No kids today even watch cartoons. They sleep in until 11 a.m. and then they get on their smartphones. Looney Tunes and Rocky and Bullwinkle are the best. Reminds me, dig through my DVDs and save these for your kids. Or watch them again. There are no age limits. Dude, Rocky and Bullwinkle was a really odd show, but I really liked it back in the day. I remember it. I remember from Caleb's memories. What an odd show. Rocky and Bullwinkle. It starred a moose and a flying squirrel. It was a non-traditional cartoon. I don't think our parents were supportive of my computer programmer career choice. They felt there was too much competition. And in gaming, no way, they said. I'd starve to death before I'd ever found a job. Your brother is going to medical school, so maybe you can go to law school. I just laughed. I was going to do what I was going to do with the time I had left. I'm really intrigued about this. I want to know what happened. Sorts of paths. It's been a long time since I thought about it, but yeah, I remember rocking Bullwinkle. It's one of those cases of third-hand memories, though. It's not something I myself directly experience, but it's something I have complete direct access to. Such as the way of being a personality in a head, I suppose. Memories, they're not... It's not the same when you can't experience them yourself. You can hear somebody else's memories, but it's not the same as experiencing them yourself. But in my case, it's sort of this tertiary in-between. If Caleb experienced something, the original personality, that I did not experience, I could still somewhat experience it through his memories if they are intact. And most of them are. Not all of them, though. Depends on the memory, really. Or the time. Or the location. Or if it was a good or bad memory. There's a lot of factors that kind of determine what I remember out of his memories. Good memories tend to do fine, though. It's because this was Caleb's body originally, yes. More specifically. I want you to know that I'm not perfect, brother. As posted earlier, I went through your things when I was a kid, and I borrowed what I wanted until you got home. I also blamed you for eating all the pie from the fridge that time. I told Dad you had done it. Not sure what happened after that, but hey, sorry. There were way too many salads for dinner, and I was a growing boy. Also a fat boy for the sound of it, which is good. Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, a giant... Oh, wow, that is a pie. That is a pie. I don't even know if I'm going in the right direction. Hopefully. I think I'm tired of going to dead ends at this point. There's never any mailboxes on them, so what's the point? This doesn't feel right. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Eek. Alright, fine. I'll just go back this way. I'm sorry about that, LCAM. I don't talk about it extensively, but it is a part of me, obviously. I can really just summarize it this way. This noggin, this physical head, contains multiple people. That's it. That's really all it is to it, and we can switch out. That's the simplest explanation I can give. There was that time you rescued Squiggles from the university's laboratory. You didn't have time, so I looked after him. I still remember that rat. What a character. When I walked into the room, he'd stand up on 2 feet and wriggle his little nose at me. You even got them to stop testing on animals. That was quite an accomplishment. And I'm proud to be your brother. Rats are smart. Rats are cool. Rats are huge. I found the Jeep again. Ungolf, I don't know. Is he here? He might be here. Ungolf can be small or big. Yeah, okay. Does that explain it a bit better? I'm pretty sure that you can at least understand that. It's kind of like, you know, if you have a building, right? And one person's inside the building. They can come out of the building, you can see them come out, and you're like, oh, hi. But that building can contain more than one person. It doesn't have to have just one person. You can have multiple people in that building. You taught me how to drive a car, as you had your driver's license first. Of course, they insisted that I take pro driving lessons too. But I still remember when you flipped out, because you thought I was going to trash your Honda Civic. Because I put my foot on the wrong pedal. Then I quickly righted my foot. I'll bet that bear can drive better than I can. But yeah, it still seems odd, but I think I get it. Well, yeah, it's just consider the brain as a place that can house you. Most people's brains house them. LKM, your brain houses your personality, your thoughts, your feelings. And it does that for me too. The only difference is that I'm sharing it. It's an apartment rather than just a single person dwelling. And of course, much like any apartment, you have to kind of get along with the fellow tenants. You have to, you know, and getting along can be tricky sometimes, but you can do it. You bailed me out one time. I had spent all the rent money on my party. Honestly, I just did the math wrong. But you lent me the cash. That was so brotherly of you. You never told our parents. I've been so embarrassed if you had. I remember they were proud of both of us, so it was a good thing my big brother looked out for me. Yeah, nostalgic. I really missed you when you started your first year of medical school. That was a 30-hour-a-day venture. But we still kept in touch through text, email, and Skype. What did siblings do in the past when there was no tech? Call on the phone? That seems so yesteryear. Anyway, when I missed you, I'd head into your bedroom and you guessed it, swoop through your things. Okay, you're being a bit of a hypocrite. Earlier you were complaining about how kids are always on their smartphones these days, and now you're like, what would we do about the technology we have? You can't take both, dude. Come on. Oh, what's this? Okay. Okay, nothing behind here. All right. Am I going to be asked another question? Knowing what you know now, would you have lived your life any differently? Yes, I'd have more information on how to live my life. When you say your life, do you mean the main character's life, or do you mean my life as in myself, the player? You really can't change destiny. I've learned that much. Things happen as they've happened. It's not really good to look back and go like, I wish I could have done this differently. Take the bad with the good. And that's, you know, that's important. But I think that's a good stopping point. That was Little Brother Jim. An interesting mix of a silly little driving game that is skippable with cheat, and a pretty good walking simulator. Pretty nice looking too. I'm enjoying it, and it's something chill I wouldn't mind coming back to when I just need to relax. I just want to relax, you know? But yeah, that was Little Brother Jim.